So we have a few more people now, I guess I'll record. All right, so we're nearing the end of our time. So if you guys have any answers or guesses, send them to me now, and then take a look at how to solve this problem. All right, so the correct answer to this problem was A. So we're looking for the area of the shaded L-shaped region. So to do that, we can split it up into two parts. And after you split it up, it's pretty easy to see how we can solve it. So we have one rectangle down here with length of 3 and width of 1. So that'll give us an area of 3. And for this other rectangle down here, since we know this length and this length, we know this side length here is 4 and 1, giving us an area of 4. Adding these two up, we can get area of 7. All right, so everyone's okay with that? Any questions? No? All right, so let's move on to the next one. So what is the minimum possible product of 3 different numbers from the set -8, -6, -4, 0, 3, 5, and 7? So again, we'll take around 2 minutes to solve this problem. All right, so it's been around 2 minutes. So let's take a look at how to solve this problem. So the correct answer is B, -280. All right, so we're looking for the minimum possible product of 3 different numbers from the set. So taking a look here, we have few negative numbers, and a few positive numbers, right? So first of all, we want the minimum number. So, oh yeah, no problem, Joyce. So we want to make sure that we can get either one negative and two positives, or all three negatives. Again, a negative times a negative will give you a positive, and a positive times a negative remains a negative. So looking at that, we're not going to be multiplying -8 and -6 together. So why is that? If we multiply this together, we'll get a positive number, and we have to multiply by 4 to get it back down to negative. Right? But over here, we have some other numbers. And again, a positive times a negative will result in a negative. So we should multiply with the biggest numbers we have, which is -8, 5, and 7. And again, we're avoiding -6 because we did that. We have to multiply by -4. Where here, we can have 5 and 7. So again, 5 times 7 is bigger than 6 times 4. So multiplying all these together, you get -280. So it's a little bit of reasoning for this problem. So does everyone understand that? Any questions?
Yeah, I understand it.
All good? All right. Okay, so let's move on. Problem 8. So there are 3 dice with faces numbered 1 through 6, and they're stacked as shown. 7 of the 18 faces are visible, leaving 11 faces hidden. The total number of dots not visible in this view is... So again, around 2 minutes to solve this problem. Then you guys can let me know your answers in the chat. All right, so it's been around 2 minutes. Let's take a look at this problem. So the correct answer is D, 41. So we're looking for the total number of dots that are not visible from this view. So what we can do is find the total number of dots on all of the die, and then we can count how many dots we can see, and then subtract that. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on each one, and adding those up, you will get 21. So here are the number of dots on each dice. Again, this is just all 6 sides. And then a quick trick to add this up is to add the ends. So 1 plus 6 is 7. You'll find that 2 plus 5 is 7 as well. Since there are 3 groups of 2 here, because we have a total of 6 numbers, we can just do 7 times 3. That equals 21. And again, we have 3 dice, so we'll have 63 total dots. And after that, we can just count how many dots we have in U. So 1 plus 2 plus 3 is 6, plus 4 is 10, plus 11 is 21, plus 1 more is 22. So 63 minus 22 gives us 41. Our answer. All right. So any questions about this problem? I only had one answer, so hopefully everyone else understands how to solve this now. All right, no questions. All right, let's move on. So problem 9. 3-digit powers of 2 and 5 are used in this cross number puzzle. What is the only possible digit for the outlined square? So this is a cross number puzzle, so it's kind of similar to a crossword. So you have cross and down. All right, so in case there's any confusion, since this is kind of a hard to understand problem, the cross is a power of 2, so that's why it says 2 to the m. So these three numbers here, these 3 digits will be a power of 2, 3-digit power of 2, and then going down will be 3-digit power of 5. So hopefully that'll help out. Again, around a minute or 2 minutes. All right, so I've had a few answers in the chat. It's been around 2 minutes since the start of the problem, so now let's take a look at the answer. So the answer to this problem will be D6. All right, so when looking at this, we have powers of 2 and powers of 5. And so the strategy here is to start with the powers of 5. So why is that? Well, we know it's going to be a 3-digit number. And for 3-digit powers of 5, we only have 2 of those, right? It's going to be 5 to the third, which is 125. And then we have 5 to the fourth, which is 625. You'll notice that for both of these, the middle number, which is this box right here, will be a 2. All right, so that gives us our hint for the cross, which we know is a 3-digit power of 2. So from there, we can just start matching. So powers of 2 goes 2, 4, 8, and so on. So we can start from the first 3-digit one, 128. Right? That's definitely not a 2. So we'll go 1 power up, 256. And that looks like it. The 2 matches. So it'll be 256. So our last box here will be a 6. All right, so does everyone understand that? This might have been a little bit of a harder problem, mostly in the reading and how it's written. No questions? All right.
Yeah, no questions.
So we still have a little bit of time. Let's move on. Let's do problem 10. So Era and Shia were once the same height. Since then, Shia has grown 20%, while Era has grown half as many inches as Shia. Shia is now 60 inches tall. How tall in inches is Era now? So this one will take around 2 minutes. All right, so it's been a little bit. Haven't got any answers yet. So how are we doing? Oh, D, Xeon, very close. Got one answer. So let's take a look at the answer to this. So the correct answer is E, 55. So first of all, Shia has grown 20%, and now she is 60 inches tall. So that's where we're going to start. So we can set up a little equation here. We'll say X is the height that Shia was before she grew. And then she's now 60. So X times 1.2, because she grew 20%, equals 60. All right, so now we can use that to solve for X. X equals 60 divided by 1.2. 1.2 is also divided by 6 over 5. I think fractions is a little bit of an easier way to write this. 6 over 5, which is equivalent to 1.2. So again, dividing by 6 over 5 is equal to multiplying by the reciprocal. So multiply 5 over 6. See that X is 50. So her original height is 50. So now she grew 10 inches. And the Era grew half as many inches as Shia. Right? So the difference is 10. 10 divided by 2 is 5. And then they were once the same height. So 50 plus 5 gives us our answer, 55 inches. All right, so do you have any questions about this problem or any other problems that we went over today? We're all good? All right, that was good. So yeah, hopefully you saw, you're very close. So hopefully you see how you get the correct answer. Loy, any questions? No, all good? All right, so it's 8:01. That's about it for today. So we did start a little bit late since some people joined late, but no worries. So yeah, good job, everyone. And again, if you have any questions, you can ask in the WeChat or you can ask in the Discord. All right, bye.